Hi, love. When you're living with the narcissist, or when you're co-parenting with the narcissist, or just there is absolutely no way, for whatever the reason may be in your life, that you cannot cut contact. Let's say you're living in the same household and you may be financially dependent on the narcissist, or whatever the reason may be, you just cannot go, no contact, and you cannot cut ties with them. What do you do? Today, I want to talk about two things I think are very important for you to do to take your energy, get your energy back to you, turn your energy inwards. And how do you do that if you live under the same roof? So let's dive in. Number one, an argument. Let's talk about a narcissistic rage, or an argument even. It doesn't lead into a narcissistic rage. Let's say the narcissist is gearing up for a rage. How do you know? I think there are things that you can notice that they do when they're gearing up for a rage. You can see them either getting really quiet, starting to fidget around, like starting to be quite nervous, and you can tell, you can sense that their energy is just turning into something else. And you can sense and you can feel and probably see from their facial expressions, for the way they hold their body, that they're gearing up for an argument. That's number one. Things to note, okay? They learn everything. These people have, by the time they're with you and by the time they have moved in with you, they already knew everything about you. They make it a point to learn everything about you, what you like, what you don't like, what makes you happy, what makes you unhappy, what triggers you. So they know all of your buttons. They know exactly what to push, when to push it, and how to get you to the point of anger, fear, resentment, anxiety within you. Okay? So please know that these people know you very, very well, know exactly what to say and when to say it, so that they can trigger you in a way that escalates into a fully blown argument. Okay. Now, the narcissistic rage could be a couple of different things. It could be a fully blown rage with name calling, insults thrown at you, yelling, screaming, throwing things, or even be very physical. Also, it can be very silent, where they turn into themselves and they just give you silent treatment for hours or days sometimes. Okay? So both are a type of rage within them. So how do you deal with this? I know this is going to sound very hard, especially if someone is throwing insults at you left and right. But what you really do is you give them no response. Okay? Be quiet, be still, be calm, be within your body, be within your energy, and do not let them trigger you in a way that will escalate into something much larger than what just began. Okay? So a narcissist wants your response. I think I talk about this in my videos a lot. They want your response. They want your emotional response. They want to trigger that anger within you, the fear, the anxiety, the madness, by triggering you at your really most weak and vulnerable points. They can mention things like, your deceased family member, like throw insults at you for that, or whatever. It can be very, very harsh. And in those moments, you have to be very, very within your own energy and knowing that these insults are thrown at you for a reason to elicit a response from you that is going to be likely anger. Don't give them that. That's exactly what they want. Okay? Exactly what they want. A negative response for a narcissist, negative emotional response from you means something very valuable to them. Control. Control is power. This is control over your emotions. The less control they have over your emotions, the more control you have over your emotions, the more you're bringing your energy back, your power back inwards to you. So that is the first step to taking your power back and your control back. Okay. Initially, the narcissist may even respond to you being cool, composed, and completely chill. It may respond even harsher and try even harsher to get you to the point of anger, anxiety, fear, whatever that is. But just know that eventually it will stop. And you're not going to get into a screaming match between the two of you, throwing things at each other, that are, whether verbally or physically, and it's not going to escalate. It will die down. Okay? It's not going to give them what they want, though. And you just have to keep on. It's like a baby throwing a tantrum. You just have to let them go through those emotions on their own. The more energy you give them, the more you're towards them, the more they're going to react even harsher. So the narcissist has never learned to regulate their emotions when they were very young, a young child. Now, as an adult, they not only use this, but they know exactly who you are. They know what they can do to you. They know what kind of things they can say to really pull out of you that anger that fuels them. That's when the energy exchange happens. At the point when you're fully engaged in an argument with a narcissist, when your heart is burning, when you're completely fired up in an argument, this is what fuels the narcissist, because they know they have just put you in that state. They control your emotion. So don't give them that. Number 2 is self-love. Focus your energy on you. How do you do that? Well, I'll ask you a question. When is the last time you did something for yourself alone, solo? Just for you. Not friend's birthday party, not family dinner, not anything with anyone. Solo. Just for you. When was the last time you did something for you? Even if it was a 15-20 minute walk by yourself, with your own thoughts, in your own body, with your own energy. When was that? Okay? It doesn't have to be anything big. You don't have to make this big fuss about what you do. But you have to do something for yourself every single day. This is how you start getting your energy back. And I spoke about this in my last video. Sometimes we turn all of our energy towards the narcissist, because not only that we do a lot of things for them, we also think a lot about them. We think about the last arguments we had. We think about what's going to happen next. Are they going to come back home pissed, or in what mood, and whatever? You start taking those thoughts, your energy, that's also energy, back to you. Okay? Go to a spa, go read a book, go for a walk in a park. Do something for yourself. And once again, I don't know if you have watched my videos, you know, a lot of times I talk about this as well. You working on yourself, you're working on healing your traumas. You don't need a narcissist to validate you. You validate you. You validate yourself every single moment of every single day. You don't need them. You do not need anyone to validate you. Okay? So that's how you start taking your energy back. I do not believe that you can properly and fully heal if you're in the environment, you live with a narcissist, you're living in an environment that is making you sick. But what you can do is start pulling your energy back, start controlling your emotions, not letting him or her take that away from you. You have control over your life, okay? And I know at this point it may be hard. You may have a kid with a narcissist. This may be your father or mother. You have to live with them. But you can start small. And the first steps are those two that we just talked about. And lastly, when you value yourself, everything changes for you, okay? You realize that not only you don't need anyone to validate you, you're validating yourself at every moment of every day. It changes all of your relationships. It changes a relationship you have with yourself as well, a lot. And you realize that nothing can bring you down. Nobody can bring you down because you are the one that controls your energy and you control your emotion. And it's up to you what you do with your energy and your emotion. It's up to you to react how you want to react to anything anyone throws at you. Okay? So this is all I have for today. I'm in this beautiful place, but I'm still thinking about you, and I'm committed to helping you. Find your purpose, live your best life, and be in line, be aligned and in line with what you want to do, what you came to this earth to do, why you're here, and be happy. Okay? I'll see you soon.